AC Guy 1948 here. I bought me a new wireless microphone. This here was from China, obviously. It's a wireless lapel microphone, live show interview, vlog short video. It is a USB Type-C. You can also get with a lightning connector for your iPhone. It has two options. One that's just the Bluetooth receiver and one that also has a pass-through so you can still charge your phone. You're listening to me on my camera at the moment. We'll get to this in a second. It's plug and play, 20 meters of reception. Actually, we'll go over that after we open this up. The unboxing is fairly nice. It slides open. Inside you have the lapel microphone. Just a little unit with a clip. And a Bluetooth receiver that plugs into the end of your phone. Now that these are out, there's also a USB C or Lightning, if you order it with the Lightning, charging cable. Not very long, but what do you expect? It's better than no charging cable at all. First step is to take this in and plug it into your phone. It doesn't matter which way you do it. There's a little indicator light on the end, and that will tell you if it's connected to the microphone or not. Same thing with the microphone. Now, with that plugged in, you can turn on your microphone. Press and hold the power button on the back of the microphone until the light comes on. It will be flashing red and green until it finds a connection, and then it will go solid green. Now, here is the big kicker with this. The normal phone app for your camera will not work with this. If you're trying that, there's a link in the description as to what you need to get. It's called Open Camera. Seems to work fairly well. I don't like the autofocus feature though. It does not seem to have a lock that I can find. I can't pick one spot and have it locked to it. It just continually wants to go here and there. But other than that, it seems all right. This here does have a USB-C charging port for charging the microphone. The other end is always plugged into the phone. It does not require charging. Now I have the wireless microphone clipped to my shirt so we can hear how it sounds. Plug and play. Yes, it is plug and play as long as your app wants to work with it. It is as simple as plug it in, turn on the microphone, and it seems to work great. Again, if you have the correct app, the standard smartphone Android app does not seem to want to work with it at all. 20 meters of reception. We're going to test that. Now I'm sounding like Project Farm, but that's not a bad thing to be. I have a tape measure. I can walk 67 feet out, and we'll see how this works. And we will do that outside, and I can do that through the house. I can go on the other side of this wall and go 65, 67 feet out too, roughly. Precise radio, okay. Clear timbre, not treble. Is that what you're supposed to mean? I'm not a audio person, so not totally sure on that one. Highly sensitive and widely compatible. Well, widely compatible if you have an app that wants to work with it, yes. What does it say? Live show, interview, vlog, short video. So, the other thing that concerns me about this, if I'm walking around, how does it sound? Are you hearing a lot of like ruffling? Maybe I need to clip it up higher, but I feel like I clip it there and just, that might be too high, and you're definitely going to get some sound. Unsure. I'm going to try it like this. I like that. It's kind of pointed up and down low. I hope it sounds good to you. So I'm going to go outside now and we'll see about a distance test. Now I'm going to measure out 65 feet from exactly where the camera is. And hopefully you can continue to hear me. I wonder how much wind noise you're getting. Not a bad day. Here's 45 feet. Can you still hear me? 55 feet. 62. 66. In reality, you shouldn't be hearing me and I should have lost the connection. But it shows we're still connected, so let's keep going and see what the real limits are. I just dropped my thing. That's not what I wanted to do. 70, 73, and this is, of course, straight line. 76 feet. Still showing we're connected. I wonder how staticky it is. I'm running out. 87. Still connected. And here we are 100 feet away from where we started. I'll just keep walking until we lose our green light. And I may run out of property before we lose a connection. Will be interesting to see. So it's looking like I can go anywhere on my property from that spot and still have a connection. Straight line at least. And here I am at the edge of my property. I'm going to head off this way. We still have connection. There are trees. Now we're losing line of sight. But we're still going. I'm at, and there's a bunch of trees in between us. No, you can't really see it, but you can definitely hear it. So I'm going to cut this here, walk back, and we'll see how well this worked. So for a reference for you, I was way back on the other side of those trees just before that grass when we really started breaking up. I was getting in this area. And part of that was me putting my microphone back where I have it here. Because I was holding it up because I wanted to see exactly when the light was going to shut off. But as you can see, it never really did. So that's pretty impressive. You can go, that's probably another 50, 60 feet. So we're probably well over 200 feet going diagonal like that. So yeah, is it 20 meters? Definitely past that, at least in an open area. I don't know if you're curious, but I'm curious. How well will this work over an engine running? Can you hear me? Will the engine drown me out? Will I drown out the engine? I'm not totally sure. And will that make any difference? So we're going to go ahead. As soon as my mower wants to start, too many safety switches. I kind of did this take once, and I really wasn't talking enough to, here's 27 feet, 38 feet, 50 feet, 50, is that 55? Yeah. 64, 65 feet. So this is where the cutoff should be. I'm going to kick the throttle all the way up and see if you can still hear me on the top of this. Here we are at 100 feet, and I'm not holding the microphone out. I'm going to hold it up right here just to show you how it sounds if I'm close to the microphone. I'm sure you can see that on the camera down there. Now we're going to go for a little drive around the yard. We're going to see how well this cancels out the noise of the engine. Here I am in the corner. We'll go on the other side of the tree real quick, and then we'll hit around. I know you can't see me, I hope you can hear me. We're going to go on the other side of my house and come up behind the camera. No, we won't do that. We'll go on the other side of the house. We're still connected. We'll be coming up around the camera again here shortly. We're still connected. So I'm pretty impressed with that for a test. Now let's see how well it actually works. Well, it worked out fairly well getting over there. Getting behind that tree, we started getting staticky. And then once I got past this building was when it really started to go downhill and behind my house. So it really didn't want to go over that way. It was too much for it to really get a good connection. But once we got back around here, so it started picking me up again. So open line of sight, pretty good. Start getting through buildings and stuff, starts getting kind of bad. But that's really not too terrible. I say I'm impressed with how well it canceled out the engine noise, because that's awfully loud. It doesn't come across on this thing how loud that really is. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with it. Now we will go in the house. I'll come outside about 60 feet and we'll see how far I can get there. Really a test that I don't think you're going to need to use, but I don't know when you'd be inside trying to record outside audio, but it's worth a shot. Also, I don't know how else to test this microphone. I don't know what else to throw at it. I'm basically trying this to see if it's good enough for me to start using in videos. I don't want to do a long video and have horrible audio on it the whole way through. If it doesn't sound good, let me know. I'll stop using it and just go back to the normal camera phone or camera microphone. No reason we can't take a ride on the bad boy to get back to the house. Might as well. Oh yeah, I gotta get my tape measure too, don't forget that. But it was about back in here is where I started losing the audio connection. So I'm going to leave you in here with 2XL while I go outside. Here I am in the kitchen of the house. Maybe you can still hear me. Outside the door, we parked the mower. Now I am approaching the window where the camera is set up. I'm actually on the outside of it. So I'm going to start walking about 65 feet roughly. I know this building's about 32, so, or 36, I should say. It's about 40 to the end. So, about the limit. And that's going through the wall of a house, roughly. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. Hopefully, yes. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to get those lines or the picnic table if you saw. Anymore. And if you want to walk back in,
hopefully we can figure out exactly where you start hearing me again. Of course, you'll figure that out as to where you lost me. Persimmon tree. I'm at the hedge apples. There's two hedge apple trees and a silver maple. I'm approaching the silver maple. Now we're at the picnic table. The fire pit, which one of these days will get rebuilt. The edge of my lean-to. And the beginning of the garage. Now I'm getting close to the front of the garage, and we should be within range again. And I'm right back up at the window. Doesn't take too long to walk this if you're walking quick. Now let's see how well we did. It acts like it's still connected. I'm coming in through the back door. And now let's have a listen. At least for me. I'm sure you already know. So to summarize that, we were on the other side of that window. When I got outside the back door here, I got to about here or so when it started really crackling. And I walked over to the mower. You had nothing. It wasn't until I came to about here that you started hearing me again. Then we basically had straight line of sight. We started getting crackly back here. I think I said the length of the building about here when it started crackling. That was at the edge of the carport. And then you totally lost me at the picnic table. So I would have been standing about here. So in reality, that's a pretty good distance from the other side of that window through a wall out to here. Pretty impressed with that.
So my final thoughts on this $14, normally $27.94. I don't remember what I paid. Microphone. It seems fairly good. It has a decent range. The sound, I think, is okay. It's sitting here in front of me on the desk. Not terrible, I don't think. If you have anything else you'd like to recommend, I don't know if I'll be buying anything anytime soon, but definitely leave it in the comments. If you're a company and you want to send me something, there's a link in my description to my email address, and you can get a hold of me through there. And we can work something out on doing a review in this style, or if you have some other idea of how I can better test this thing or anything else, let me know. I have kind of a limited access to what I can do, but what I can do kind of puts it through some different tests. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think that's going to do it for this. I recommend it. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, for the price, if you're looking for a wireless lapel microphone, seems all right. So I'll see you in the next one. We'll do an update on this as we go along. If the audio starts getting bad, guys, let me know. If you don't like the sound of this and you'd rather just live off the phone, because I can do that too. But right now we're going to experiment. Next couple of videos I put out. Yeah. I really haven't filmed too much I'm putting out right now. So we're going to run this thing. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay tuned for more.